Hi everyone! Thank you for joining me today. I am currently doing something a little bit different. I have some Custodes here to paint. Just trying something a little bit different. So, less painting today, actually more of a gilding. It was a little bit misleading with the with the thumbnail, but figured this would be a nice fun little change of pace while my computer is getting some needed upgrades. So feel free to throw me a message in the chat and just ask me any questions just while I sit here and do some gilding. Hopefully I can get this close enough for everyone to see. I might make some adjustments to my camera. Hopefully not too many, but enough so you can get a closer view at what I'm working on. Oh, there goes my light. There, hopefully that's better. So yeah, feel free to ask me any questions while I work. Yeah, so it will certainly be a less action-packed stream today, but I'm just hoping to kind of vibe and chill while everything's going on. I'm gonna listen to some music. I don't have any music for you guys, unfortunately. That'll hopefully be a future thing that I work on. So actually, what I'm gonna do today, I'm really excited about. I saw this on Instagram. Basically, you take a gilding glue, and I have some gold flakes here, and you basically just put the glue on, and after like 15 minutes or so, you layer the gilding material. So I figured that'd be a good shot. I went ahead and already spray painted these gold. So hopefully, even if I miss some stuff, I can have a nice finish later. It's harder to tell. So we'll see how it goes. This is just a test. So and I gotta figure out exactly what I want to cover here. Because as you can see, we've got a little bit of these little ropes here. Because Custodes, they were all gold, but not all of it is gold. So I have some tubing here that I'll probably do black. But most of it I think will be gold. So I think I'll start with the easier sections, like the back of the legs, and go from there. We'll see how it turns out. Let me get my water. There. Just get a little bit. Just so I have a little bit of, but I'll put a lot of glue on and let it sit, so then I can go back over later and do a lot of it at once. I have to spread it out. So yeah, this is my first time using this technique, so I'll have to see how this goes. I'll put it up close to the camera too so you can watch me better. There we go. I really like the look of the Custodes. I'm quite partial to their design. I just think it's, even though it's all gold and you could consider it boring, they just stand so magnificently. And I think Roman-esque is the best way to put it, but they're my favorite. I've never played 40K, but I really want to. I want to learn. So if anyone has any recommendations on places I could, or like online ways I can practice or start a game, because I don't have enough minifigures yet. If I like this, I might go out and buy some minis and paint an army, but I'm gonna just do this for fun. I got some I got, so my friend already knows that I like Custodes, so actually I'll show you really fast while I let this dry. Yeah, I'll let that dry. Just gonna set him right here while I wait. It got me, it's on my desk. Trajan Valorous, however you want to say it. They got me this, and so I'm gonna paint it eventually, but I wanted to try these out first. I printed these, I found these online, and what's the gray? The gray? Oh, are you talking about my brush? And this? Or, because I mean, I guess you could say if there's gray on this, but that's from my 3D printer. And I covered it in spray paint. Ooh, a little bit of globs there. Is that what you mean? I'll just keep working on this till you say something. But yeah, he got me, I got that, and I plan to paint that model up. Oh, the paint, no, okay, this isn't paint, this is glue. You can't see the label very well, because it got ripped off when it got shipped. But it's a glue for gold leaf and flakes. So it definitely smells like glue. So I'm just getting high over here. I'm kidding, it's not that bad. So no, this is glue, and it's got like this, it's more white in person, but I can see like with the light, it's kind of hard to tell. So I gotta give it like a couple minutes to dry. But we'll do this in sections because, you know, this will be fun. Do you have an army you'd like to play with, or an army that you've painted? Because I'm relatively new to the painting side of the hobby, so I'm practicing on these 3D printed ones first before I paint my other model. Just a little dip. You could see, you see where I messed up with the spray paint. I got a little too close. There's just a glob right here. There's like no detail, just a glob. Lesson learned. That's why we have practice ones. Yeah, I almost went so far as to get a primer for this model, for the models, but I just decided since it's practice. Imperial Guard, oh, that's a good one, but like, oh, you have to get so many models for that to like have like a decent sized army. You need so many models to pay. I don't envy you. That sounds horrible to paint all of those. Unless you're really good at painting in bulk. Because I think that's like the nice thing about the Custodes. I know they're the more expensive in terms of points if you're playing a game, a Warhammer game, a battle. So you don't have to have as many models when you're playing. So you don't have to buy so many and you don't have to paint so many. So in terms of like time and probably cost, in terms of paints and everything, it's not as much as it could be. So Imperial Guard, good for you. Do you, like, I know some people go with, do you have like a specific like styles? Like, so you know how like Marines or like the Army, they have different camouflage colors. Do you have like a particular like color scheme you like to go with, or just like the standard like greens, kind of the camouflage look? I like my golden boys. And oh, in case you couldn't figure it out, that's I I really love the Custodes, which is why I like to wear my gold armor. So I need to build up my armies. It's for the Emperor. I love him. He's amazing. Anything to make the Imperium as great. Well, no, it's always been great. Always. Okay. I'll have to come up with names for these guys that I'm painting. I only have one head right now for one of these because the other one didn't print out as nice. So I have to come up with some names. I'm just gonna paint that. Okay. Yeah, it's already feeling sticky. I can feel it already. It hasn't even been 15 minutes. I'll dip this in water so my brush doesn't get gross. Cap that before I get too high. Where are my tweezers? There. So this is hopefully it doesn't blow away. I have my my ceiling fan going in my room. I might need to turn that off. But I have these gold flakes from other hobby projects. So I'll be using this. Hopefully it's not too wrinkly. But I'll be using this to gild my guys. Gild my guys. Haha. So I'll give that a second. I might have to turn off my fan, which will be sad because it's warm in my room. Okay. I'll be right back. It'll be 2 seconds. I told you 2 seconds. And now it's just gonna be too hot in here. I think it's ready. It looks pretty, doesn't look super sticky. See, I should look at the model because it doesn't, on this one, you don't, this camera doesn't focus as much as I'd like it to, but that's okay. I guess it's not as globby on this one. It's still got a little bit of globs, but the two sides are very different when you look at the pauldrons on the armor. It's more detailed here. I wonder if I adjust the light setting. No, it doesn't change anything. I might as well just keep it up. There you go. So I guess we'll try it. I just did the back side of this one, so I've got my tools. And I have this. You get to sit over here. Makeup brushes are apparently the secret to this, as I saw on the internet. Oh, that's a nice piece. I'm just gonna set that over there. Just take a smaller piece. I tried to practice this yesterday. I wish it had gone a little bit better, but well, that's what when I realized I needed to paint my models gold, because some of the gray underneath here, I'll show you an example. So this is the helmet that I'm gonna glue afterwards. So this one is spray painted in the gold, same gold. Oh, I got my fingers already. And then this one is, ooh. Get a nice little gilding here. Ooh, it looks kind of nice. I like it on like the smooth parts of the armor. It's a lot easier to see what I'm doing. The helmet was probably not a good first choice. No, but look at that. That's going on so nicely. Ooh, it looks really nice. It looks so shiny. Look at that. You see how shiny it is. It's so hard to see. I don't have a lot of, this camera doesn't quite catch it just right, but you can see how shiny his leg is. Oh, I like that. Wish you could see it in person. I'll have to take pictures. Like, I should have taken some before pictures of them all painted. Not with the gold on it yet. Oh, I keep staring at this. It's so shiny. Am I a bird? Distracted by shiny things? Maybe. Maybe. I won't tell. Well, I won't say. I wonder if the wrinkles will affect it. Let's try it. This is all about experimenting and trying. So let's see if the wrinkles on here will make it. Oh, it does. You can kind of. It's not nearly as like shiny because the surface isn't as smooth. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I'm very happy with how this is turned out so far. My experimentation. Ooh, a huge chunk came off. Yeah, I think it's better if I have like a nice clean sheet. It's still nice and shiny, but the material comes off easier, I think, when it's all crinkled. Let's see. And this is where this brush comes into play. We just get the big pieces off. Like the big pieces as in the loose ones. Yeah, see, you can only see because I'm sitting right here. But there are some areas you can kind of see, like right here, where you can tell the gold hasn't stayed on. But it's harder to tell unless like I point it out or you're directly looking at it in direct light, as you can see right there. So that it's better having it the gold base. So we'll just have to do big pieces like this, but broken up so they're not too. Let's get my scissors. We'll see how well these scissors cut. Foil is notoriously hard to work with. Sometimes it likes to stick to everything, as you'll probably see. So I'll have to, next time I'll have to buy the sheets. You can buy sheets of this. I just happen to have the foil. It's still foil, but a lot of them are in smaller pieces. So not as big as this sheet that I pulled out. I'm surprised. I don't think I've had one this big. I just kind of shove them in this container. Okay. Let's do his... let's do his butt. There we go. Gotta give him the shiniest butt. Only the best for the Emperor's finest. Are you really serving the Emperor if you don't have a good ass? I'm sorry, that was too funny. I like that. The answer is no. You're not serving the Emperor unless you have a fine ass. I'm gonna clip that later. Not sure how I'm gonna get this in here, but but oh, look at that. Look at that. His butt is shiny now. Let's see. Look, that's the shiniest butt you'll ever see. That looks really nice. This is really soothing. It feels almost weird not playing a game where I have all this like background noise and I kind of have to think on my feet. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, okay, I can just chill here and relax. Not gonna have any heart attacks painting or gilding this mini. Oh, okay, I can get addicted to this pretty fast. I should have done all of the Custodes when I put the glue on, but it's okay. Because I don't know what parts I painted here versus what I painted over there. Because I don't think I got the front part of this one. can take this piece off because I don't think that's gonna go on. Set that there. Oh, I love this. Who needs to paint a mini when you can just gild it? You can have the shiniest figures. Although I will say, I've seen some really good painted Custodes, and I don't know how they do it. They're just so beautiful. Like the different shades of gold. I think it's one thing to work with a color palette for an army where you have like a blue, because there's lots of shades of blue, but like shades of gold, you have to get creative when it comes to getting the shading right. I'm definitely doing like the easy way out. Look at that, so shiny. But this is relaxing. Maybe I'll sit on my personal time and just gild Custodes. Okay, we'll get this side now to pull out my pieces. Set it right there. I need help coming up with names for these two wonderful servants of the Emperor. So if anyone has any ideas, throw them in the chat, and we can vote on them later. When I'm done with them, I won't finish them today. I will have to paint the details. That's the painting I will actually have to do, because I have the sword, power sword. Got to paint that. We've got some tassels and like I don't not really know what this is called. It's like a loincloth type bit, but it's not a loincloth because he's clearly wearing armor and clothes. But I have some like small details that will require some extra work, or like this little stone here. So we'll see. Oh, I have a piece of foil sticking to my other Custodes. We'll do this one on his pants. There, perfect. I'm just gonna keep ranting about how much I love doing this gilding. I really like it. Like, Aurelia, stop. Just stop talking about it. You just gild. That's all you have to do. Just sit here, gild him. You don't have to talk about it every single time you lay a piece down. But I do. Look at this. Look at that. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Just gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. The Emperor would be proud. At least I think he would be proud. He has the best looking army in the galaxy. Well, specifically his personal retinue. I don't have to talk about gilding this much, but I do. I mean, have you ever seen an Imperial world that did not have some sort of gilding or gold on it? I mean, be honest with me. Have you ever seen that? No. Because it's almost heresy if you don't have some form of gilding, gold, or some shrine to the Emperor, like at any Imperial installation. It's basically heresy. I'll take that off. Let's see. It'll be fun when we get into these like little tiny details. See how well I can pick up on them. I think that might be the one downside about having the gilding here, is that I won't get to see all the details in the model. Okay, we're gonna take a break on this guy because I think this guy, his glue is dried. And I think I put glue all over him, so we'll have a lot of options here to get started. I think maybe we'll be oh, that's a learning curve. I'll have to figure out how to not figure out, maybe do it in sections, because I don't know like how long the glue, like how quickly it takes the glue to dry after I've placed it. And maybe it's better, see these minis, they came in one big piece when I got them printed, but I know that if you buy the licensed minifigures, you are gonna have to build them. So it might be easier to do them in pieces and then move my hands up so you can kind of see. So gild them and then put them together. That might be the way to do it. Because I have to work with all the grooves like in between, like the arms, the armpits, the knees. Just hanging out. Put that there. I'll have to come back in with a bigger piece and get some of those tiny spots. Oh, but look at that. See, when you get a nice non-wrinkled piece, it is super shiny and very reflective. I'll have to find the best way to break these pieces up so they shine at their best. Is that piece stuck or is it? Okay. Yeah, I think the glue might have already like dried thoroughly on this. I don't think some parts are going to stick as nicely as I want them to. That's okay though. I hope everyone's week is going well. I'm enjoying my painting, gilding. Really, it's gilding. I hope everyone else is enjoying their Thursday evening, having a good time. Or if they've not had a good week, I hope just sitting here makes you feel better. Just hanging out. Look at that. We'll see if we can get any of this detail. There we go. Oh, no. My gilding. Yeah, maybe I should just done one bit of glue at a time so that it was easier to, so it doesn't dry. I feel like some of this glue is already dried. Like all that gilding I just put on, like none of it stuck. Like only a little bit of it did. And it's coming off when I use my big brush on it. Okay. So I'll go back to my other one because I think that one I had, well, I have more progress on it, even though I used a ton of glue on that one. We'll just come back and I'll start doing the glue on like the feet. Take a quick sip. My posture is absolutely horrible for this stream. I'm just hunched over my desk and just sitting here like a little gremlin or a goblin. Get the front of his legs. Make sure to get everything. Did anyone ever, I'm curious, because this glue is bringing back memories, if that, hopefully that doesn't sound too weird. If you ever, did anyone's parents ever make them like this glue mixture? It was glue, it was like glue and baking soda. It was something like that. I don't remember what it is. I remember, I don't know if we called it this or if it was the name someone else told me, but it was like oobleck, and it was like really squishy, but it was made out of glue. You could add food color to it and you can like squish it around and play with it. Definitely made of glue because it smells just like this. So did anyone else have that experience, or is that just me as a kid? My mom used to make it. Or am I just going crazy? So we'll give this a second. Those little legs propped up. And I'll cut some pieces while we're waiting for him to dry. I want this one. I'll just pull out a bunch, and if I don't use them all, that's okay. Ooh, there we go. We'll start with those. One more. I don't know how far I'll get tonight. This is like my first time doing a stream like this, so I'm just not sure how long I'll have this go for. Maybe 1 hour, maybe 3. We'll see. Gilding isn't that particularly interesting, I think, to most people. So, I'll be kind of playing it by ear. If you're having fun, let me know and I'll keep going. I'm not stopping right now, make that clear. But, if you're like, you know, I'm having a good time chatting with you, let me know. And I'll stay on. I really want to know the process for how they make these foil flakes, or these this gilding material. I should get I have to use these tweezers because it sticks to my fingers. I'm curious as to how they make it. I've never looked it up. But I always thought these were cool little pieces. Ooh. Oh, there's a second. Oh, okay, that works. Thank you. Me just talking to my gilding. So I am excited because my PC is getting upgraded after last stream. I said, okay, enough's enough. Time to purge my PC of chaos. So I decided to buy new parts for my PC. So now we will have a nice running PC to play games on, and it won't lag on me, and the stream won't suck. Yeah, so I'm very excited, and I'm definitely going to have to have a tech priest assist me in assembling it, and we'll have to bless it before we do the next stream. Should I stream the blessing? I probably won't. That's a very sacred rite and ritual. I don't want the machine spirit to be unhappy with me. It could be camera shy, and I would hate to upset it. So, oh well. Oh, my left just moved my gold flakes over the edge. Be a very happy machine spirit after its upgrades. I am using it today, so parts of it will stay because I upgraded some other pieces. It was a very sacred ordeal, I'll tell you, the upgrades. But now we're only a couple. The blessings? Well, I'm not a tech priest, so I can't really tell you. That's why I'm hiring one. I have a tech priest friend, and they know everything there is about these blessings. Why I'm not doing it. I'm not very well versed at that. You gotta get yourself a tech priest. But they'll do a great job, I'm sure. But we'll definitely be praising the Omnissiah while we do it. And we will be guiding. We will make sure the machine spirit stays happy. That is the ultimate goal. Because if it's not, then streams will be a pain. And we like happy machine spirits. Would you agree? I definitely like having these pieces ready to go as I gild it. It makes my life a little bit easier. Ooh, okay, it's stuck. I guess we have to commit. Yes, we must appease the machine spirit. This has been a very loyal machine spirit. It has served me very well, so I would like to capture and maintain its happy personality. So I believe it's looking forward to these upgrades. I don't speak binaric or whatever the tech priests speak, but I think we've come to an understanding. Ooh, oh. The glue is working, can you tell? Brush. But it seems, I think my machine spirit's pretty happy right now. It gets mad when I stream, but it still performs admirably. It's definitely happier now that I'm not playing a game. I think it was having chaotic thoughts. When, oh no, I just breathed all over my station and I got my flakes everywhere. And I can't just grab them with my fingers, they'll stick. So I have to grab them with my tweezers. Okay. Note to self, don't breathe. I'm not allowed to breathe while I do this. Come here. I'm struggling off camera. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna make a little barrier so that doesn't happen again. Okay. What was it doing? Oh yes, his leg. Let's do this piece. The one thing that's nice about this stream today is that I get to listen to some of my own music, which is kind of nice. Don't normally get to do that. I just listen to the Bolt Gun soundtrack, which honestly I can't even complain about because that audio is fantastic. I could jam to it all day. I should have prepared a playlist with all those songs and just vibed. Look at that, so shiny. It's like the I'm not gonna sing that song. That song is absolutely cursed. Never mind. I'm not gonna sing that. Alright. I think I've learned the trick to doing this. You have to start in like one section and then you have to slowly push another way. It's almost like if you've ever put on a screen protector on and you have to get all the bubbles out, it's almost what this is like. You have to go in one direction and push everything out so it's like as smooth as possible. So like this side, I think this side here will look a lot better. Man, I keep going out of camera. Because at this point I'm like figuring out what the best method is. You can see the definition better if you go from one direction to another instead of kind of pressing it all around. What does it have more stuff on it? Yeah, it has some stuff coming off. Where did that come from? Okay. But yeah, you can't really see. But this side looks kind of rough. There's also some pieces hanging off it, which I'm going to fix. But this one looks much smoother. I don't know if I do this technique for a whole army. If I did it for an army, like for parts of an army, it'd be like something that has more smooth surface is like a dreadnought. That would probably be very good for this technique. Just not so good maybe with a piece like this where I can't break it apart in its arms and its limbs. So that's a good thing to keep in mind for next time. If I can grab this piece. Nope, I guess not. Keep going for that piece, but it never wants me to use it. Okay. Just can I get it in there? Ooh. It's so weird how relaxed I feel doing this stream. In other streams it's careful, like try not to die because you're playing a video game. But this is surprisingly chill. I don't mind it. I just find it weird. Take that off. There you go. Oh no, I just tore up a whole piece. Well, it kind of worked. I got part of it. I don't think I had enough glue there. Let's see if I can get this little section here. Got a tiny little piece here. The sword is not helping. I'm curious, has anyone here in chat read any Warhammer books, or they want to talk about something nerdy? Because I could talk about Warhammer quite a bit. Okay, you want to hear some funny chat? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll share it later. Never mind. I'll have to keep that a secret for now. Maybe when there's more people. But I've read a lot of the Warhammer books. So I have an Audible account, so I listen to the books. And my account has made some assumptions about me, considering the amount of books that I've purchased from Games Workshop. But that is probably a conversation for another time, not right now. Get that pauldron. And do the breastplate. That's nice. This glue really goes a long way. I'm only using like a tiny bit, and it's covering quite a lot. Get the head of this. Oh, I should not touch the part I just glued. I think that's a bad idea. Okay. It's gonna dry for a little bit. Little break. So you do a little, it's harder, my camera's a little bit lower, so you can see my face better as I paint. So I have to crouch down to be looking at the camera. So you prop you. Oh, stand him up. I think I have enough foil. I think I just need to cut it into smaller pieces. You get sound effects now. While I'm not painting, I'm just gonna make sound effects as I cut this. Ah! No! I can get this off. Go, get off. Oh, I kind of wrinkled that piece. That's fine, I'll go back in the container. Back in the container, thank you. Got a lot of smaller pieces now. This is fun. Ah! There we go. Get over here. Snip. Okay, that should be good for my purposes. Ah! Just doing a little. It's good to dance to my music while I wait for this glue to dry. Doesn't seem like it takes very long. It looks like it's already dried. Wow, okay. I'm impressed. Let's do this for the pauldron. Come on. My greatest enemy. Okay, there we go. Okay. I should get my nice camera and I should do this and take a video of this technique. It's really satisfying. That looks nice. Oh yeah, nice and shiny. Yeah, doing the gold underneath definitely is a lot better. I wonder if I can... There's a better gold to paint the base with, so it looks like closer, so it's harder to tell. Maybe a metallic one would be good. I saw that there's a really nice shiny metallic paint. It's probably expensive though. I don't know what brand it is, but I'll have to look into it because it looked really nice. Let's do the chest plate. Is that enough? I'm gonna stick it here. Just now we'll go to the middle. Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks really cool. You can see like a... you can't see it very well. Even with the light off, let's see. Yeah, with the light off you can't see. It's just so reflective. The light helps me though. You can see the centerpiece on his chest. I think what I'd like to do in the future is to have a space marine that I paint and then I gild it after the fact. So like the details on the chest plate I do are in gold, or the trim is gold, and I gild that. That might look best. But this is a fun just thing to do because I like the look of this. Just have a shiny, glorious Custodes. You just don't get all the shading and detail that you do when you do it like this. I like that. And I have to get the pieces like perfect. I think if I had the chest piece separate, I could get it a lot better. But there's still areas in the cracks that I can't get to because it's so there's just the cracks are just so small. Oh, no, come back here. Come back here. Let's tuck you up in here. Yeah, this guy, maybe I won't bring him to a tabletop game, but he'll at least sit on my desk and look fabulous. Has anyone in the chat ever played a... Ooh, there it goes. Any of the tabletop games, or have like games that they like to play? Doesn't have to be about Warhammer. You stay. Look at that. Look how shiny that is. All shiny and new. He shines. A comparison to... Look at that versus how he looks. I mean, they've both got the... Oh! You haven't played anything beyond Warhammer? Sorry, I didn't see your comment until now. Look. He's very matte. This guy's shiny. Nothing beyond Warhammer. Do you enjoy it? I've never played it, but I've heard the games are really, really long. I'd like to play. I've just never I've never had the time to sit down and play it. I really love the lore. I got introduced to Warhammer by well, I really like the Warhammer lore. I was introduced to it, and then I was obsessed. I kept reading books, and I couldn't get enough of it, and I just kept reading and reading and reading. So now here I am, as a VTuber, talking about it, because I can't get enough of it, so I have to find people that aren't my friends. My friends are like, Aurelia, please stop. Can we talk about other things? I said, well, yeah, we can. Everything else is boring. The lore is so deep. So deep. Shiny. We'll see if we can get his arm. I don't know how well I can get his arm with all of the... Come on. There we go. With all the grooves and ridges. We'll see. Oh, I guess his arm is fine. Oh, shiny. Maybe I'll do the sword next. Oh, I did put a little bit of the glue on the sword hilt. Can I do that one? Will that work? Ooh. I'll do the handle a different color so the hand can stand out, but the detail on the sword will be cool. Oop, oop. So I will say, with my PC being upgraded and getting some new parts put in, are there any games that people would be interested in watching me play? Because now I can probably play almost any game, given what my new setup is going to be. And don't ask me all the details, because I had to consult my tech priest friend to build it. So don't ask me what all of the components I just got are. I don't know it. Okay, that's not gonna stay. I'm gonna take that off. Because I think for now, I have a few other Warhammer games that I bought. What did I buy? I still have Rogue Trader, but that game doesn't stream very well, so I'm going to switch it up. But I do have Darktide, which I think will be fun to play. I enjoy bolt gun, so having another game, a shooter, in the Warhammer universe, I think will be a lot of fun. I can get this cap off. Oh, there we go. Start with that. Oh, I didn't get this foot. Oh, what did I just... I thought I broke something. Okay, guess not. Okay, I'll let them dry for a second. Oh, we should do the helmet too. While I'm here. My plan for... Oh, that was a lot of glue. Okay, I'm just gonna take some of that off. My plan is to... for the accent details, and traditionally, yeah, okay, that's good to know, because I've wanted to play it, but I don't know until I start playing the game whether or not it's a good one to stream. Do you have any recommendations? But anyways, most Custodes have the red accents here, but I want to switch it up because I have purple on my armor, so I'm going to do purple accents because I think it'll be fun. Just a little bit different. I know other people have done it because I've looked into... just because I don't know how to do it, well, I don't know how to do it, but I've seen other people with purple accented Custodes, which could be fun. But yes, if you have gaming recommendations, something that you would enjoy me playing, I am always interested in checking it out. Ooh. So I guess I just gotta get a group before I before I start streaming Darktide. Ooh. Here we go, getting all my foil pieces back on the page. Here we go. We'll cut a few more. I don't know how many more I'll need. There we go. See, when I'm not actively gilding these, the next best thing you get from me is sound effects. And I don't know if they're that good. So much gold everywhere. I wish I could say that in my in my daily life. Dang it, I keep scooting these off the edge. I wish I had that problem though. Gold everywhere. Be a nice problem to have. Alas. Alright, you good to start gilding again? I think just needs a little bit more time. This guy. I'll have to try that. I buy all the Warhammer games. I don't have that one, but I'll have to check out that one. I definitely enjoy Bolt Gun, but I'm almost done with it. I think I'm in the 3rd chapter. Yeah, normally I'd play it today, but have to make the PC updates so I don't have any more lag. So at least I have some time. I think I have about 6 levels left. But knowing me, I'll just cruise through them. But I'm going to do a speed run eventually because I had a lot of fun running around one time. Because one time I deleted my progress. I didn't realize I had. So I had to go back and redo a level. Thank goodness it was a short level, but it took extra time. But I did enjoy the speedrun portion of it. It feels nice knowing where all of the enemies are in advance. So I'll have to try the Space Marine game. It's definitely nice. I feel very powerful when playing Bolt Gun because you can just cruise through some of the enemies. Some of the ones that are cultists or humans, you just destroy them easily. There we go. Let's see if we can get a skinny piece here. Patch up this leg. He does. He's so cool. There's so much that can go on in some of those games. It's so much to look at. Let's get this foot here. Get this guy here. Let go. There we go. Don't mind me. Ooh, that's exciting. I'm not as on top of the video game sphere, so that's good to know. I have to play it. Well, I'll play the other one first. That way I can be completely informed. Get off. I'm starting to see why painting armies takes forever. I'm just gilding, and it's taking... I've been at this for over an hour. I have to look at the trailer. I think I've seen the trailers for the next one, for the next Space Marine video game. So I'll have to double check, make sure I'm thinking the same thing. Is it the one with well, it has like really, really good graphics, and obviously it has Ultramarines in it because every Warhammer game has a Ultramarine main character. Not every, but you know, any with a Space Marine involved, it's usually an Ultramarine. I think I've seen parts of the game, or at least parts of the trailer. So I'm curious. So as you probably figured out based on my outfit and the mini I'm working on, my favorite faction is Custodes. Ooh. Oh, okay, then I have seen that one. I have seen the clips for that. Oh yeah. That I am excited now with my PC upgrades. I'll be able to play it and stream it. But clearly my favorite faction, Custodes. And I think Imperator Duck here likes Imperial Guard. I'm curious what other people like to play. But I fully disclose I've not played the tabletop game with Custodes. I like them as a faction in general. And not, let me make this clear, not because Henry Cavill plays them. I liked them before I knew about Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's a bonus. And I'm excited about what he's going to do for the Warhammer universe. Oh, it's going to be so great. I'm excited. So I was talking to a friend, and my friend really wants to see a Gregor Eisenhorn TV show, and I would love that. But the sad thing is I only know a little bit about Gregor Eisenhorn because that same friend, we're playing a game, and they have a character that's based off of Gregor, and it unintentionally, actually, so it was never planned, it was after the fact, but they told me that I could not read the books until we were done playing our game. It's a role-playing game, and I'm so upset because he sounds so cool. Everyone talks about him, and he sounds so cool, and I want to know more about him, and I want to listen to the stories, but I can't. I'm so sad. So I'm gonna have to trust everyone that says he's really cool. I'm just gonna have to believe you while I sit and suffer in ignorance. I'm gonna suffer with this glue cap. Can I get it off? It's child-proofed. Okay. I'm almost done with this Custodes. I'm excited. I think I'll leave this handle for paint, actual paint. Oh, I can gild the helmet and the top of this. Set she there. I forgot that I had him ready to go. Oh, I've got a little bit of stuff on it already. Get off. Do this piece back here. There we are. Nice and shiny. Don't mind me as I almost topple my drink over. And just like before, I've scattered my gold leaf everywhere. Oh, it might be cool, but I'm not, man, I'm not allowed to breathe. I can't breathe when I do this. It might be good to watch it blind, but I'm one of those people that I like to read the books because I like to compare. Because I know he'll stay true to it, so I'm sure he's going, if he does make that show, that I'm sure it'll be pretty accurate, but I like knowing what's going to happen, so if I watch it with my friends who watch it blind, then I can be excited. I don't know, is that weird? I just like to know what's going to happen, especially if the book or other content has been released in advance. Personal preference, though. So if I can put this down, stay. Can you let go, please? Oh, I got glue on my tweezers, that's why it's upset. There we go. Hopefully it'll... There we go. I'm curious of the people who are here in the chat, how many, how much of, like, Warhammer lore do you consume in the form of books? Or do you mainly just play the games and find the information online? Because I like to read. But I'm curious how other people consume content, because I know there's some good YouTubers on who make really good Warhammer content, very informative. But I like to, most of the time I just like to read it. But I do watch those videos because I like to know as much as possible. I'm a huge fan of lore. There we go. Gold everywhere. The helmet will be like the easiest piece here of this whole Custodes. We need just a couple. Let's get the nose really fast. I think I've got all of it here, or most of it. It's hard to see all the detail. Okay. Yeah, I've read a lot of the Heresy books in Siege of Terror. I really just like the 30K. I think that's my favorite part of the whole Warhammer. Ooh, what weird interpretations have you heard? I'm so interested. I had oh my gosh, I had theories when I read the End and the Death. Oh, I had so many thoughts and opinions, and I'm curious what other things other YouTubers have come up with. Just what kind of unhinged things they say. Because there's not too many, at least as far as I'm aware, there's not too many, ooh, I moved my camera. There we go. Not too many Warhammer VTubers. I know of Major Kill, Wes Hammer. Oh, sorry about that. But those are the ones I really know right now. Whose videos that I've watched. Some of them aren't bad. But I read a lot of the Siege of Terra and Horus Heresy books. They're really good. And I love the relationships between all the Primarchs. It's one of my favorites. Seeing how everything falls apart, it's so tragic. But I did read one book that was, it was 2023, oh, what was the book called? Sisters of Battle book. Oh, I forget what it was called. One second. I'm gonna look at my app and see what it was called. I don't remember. It was good though. It was different from all the others. I took a break, and it was new at the time. I listened to it May of last year. Sounds like it's like fire and something. No, I want to look. I have to go to the bottom. I have to wade through all of the books. Let's see. Pilgrims of Fire. It was a Sisters of Battle Shoritas book. Very good. So, let's see. I'm gonna get more of this gilding on here. Oh, yes, here it is. Yeah, I think in the future I'll actually just try painting some of these. I love the gold. But I think next time I'll try to paint, even though it's not going to be very good. Not unless I practice a lot before a stream. See, did I get everything so far in here? I think I got mostly. I think I just need one little section. Did I get that arm? We'll get it again. More glue. But my preferred way, I agree, is listening to the audiobooks. I used to have more time to sit down and read books when I was younger, but now I have a lot to do. And I prefer to listen to an audiobook while I work on other things like this. Oh yeah, you listened to that book? Oh! I'm so excited. There's so many books out there. You can never, with certain exceptions, you can almost never guarantee how many people will read that particular book. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, it did start slow and I was confused about what was going on. But once things started picking up, so many things just became apparent and got revealed. And I was like, oh, I really liked that book. All right, one second. I'm going to look up something really fast. Because I took a break from reading some of my Warhammer, or listening to those audiobooks. But I'm almost done with another series that I'm reading. So I need to start picking up some new ones. Do you have any recommendations on what I should read? Because I'm really curious about what my next best thing should be. Gonna look up a few things here. Let's see. We're gonna wait for this glue to dry. Should be done here in a second. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think this is ready now. Oh man. I'm just happy someone else read that book. I'm curious, what was your favorite part of that book? I thought it was pretty crazy when I forgot what her name was, but when the maid, essentially her hair started turning white and they just made her an honorary sister of battle. So, we treated you pretty horribly, but clearly the Emperor is with you, so that was pretty crazy. And she was cool with it. She's like, yeah, I'll fight with you. There we go. I did like the chem dogs. When I knew a little bit about the sisters before reading the book. That was my first sisters book. I haven't read any others. But the chem dogs, I agree. I felt so bad for them, but not too bad, because obviously they were criminals. But some of the stuff they had to deal with, I don't envy them in the slightest. And right at the end, being put inside a penitent engine. Never catch me doing that, but at least he got to die honorably. Obviously, he's still alive at the end of the book, I believe. Yeah, I think so, he is. But he dies honorably, eventually. No one stays alive in those things for very long. I really like the chem dogs. That's a good point. Just, man, now I want to listen to that again. I like the narration for that one too. It was very good. Although my personal favorite, okay, Jonathan Keeble. It was intense. Okay, back to the penitent engine. So intense. I understood how they worked, but once they explained it and they described it, oh my, it was so intense. Like, just the detail and the writing is just, at least I've really liked it for the books I've read. I know you can't say that for every book because there's so many different authors. But my favorite narrator is Jonathan Keeble. Specifically because I think he does the Emperor and the Primarchs very well. I'm biased. if anyone's seen any of my TikToks, they would know I have a favorite Primarch. I have a favorite Primarch. It's not close. I have a... And the way Jonathan Keeble does his voice is perfect. For hints, if anyone wants to guess. Alright, I'm taking guesses. I don't think there's a lot of people here. But you should guess what my favorite Primarch is based off of... see, should I give a hint? Do you want me to give you a hint? Or would you prefer just to guess? Based on my giggling. What my favorite who my favorite Primarch is. Because I'll give a hint, but if you think you can guess it without that. If you've happened to seen any of my TikToks, well, I think it's mainly one. I think only one of them, I think I say it. Or I allude to it. It's not subtle. I will. But my hint, I guess I'll give a hint. It's, oh, what's the best way to put it? There's a few ways I could do it, but I don't want you to get confused. It's the perfect one. There's a couple guesses you could take from that. The perfect one. Oh. If I can... This glue is child-proofed, and you can tell because it takes me forever to get it off. But I'm taking guesses. Aurelia, you're not supposed to tell people who your crushes are on the internet. Yes, it's Perturabo. Absolutely. His blue eyes are so dreamy. I imagine they're actually quite attractive, but yes, he's got just such a lovely personality. So drawn to him and his mood swings. There's only... that it can't be him. There's there wouldn't be enough. Too many mood swings to go around. Only room for one person to have mood swings in this relationship, honey. Okay. I haven't done this yet, but I have a plan. When I get a few more viewers, I want to do... I want a legitimate guess, but one of the things I want to do is I want to do a fuck, marry, kill with all the Primarchs, but I'll have a friend randomize them, so it could be a mixture of the loyalist Primarchs with the traitors, but I don't know which ones are going to appear in a given set. So I might decide to kill a loyalist when I would much rather kill a traitor, which I just think would be hilarious. That could just be me, though. But yes, those head pipes, they're really... I just can't stop thinking about him. And how he could just cave my head in for no reason. Just because he was angry for some reason. But Perturabo is so cool. I will say, he's been put in some unfortunate situations. But if he had just said, "Hey, Dad, are you proud of me?" I think we could have solved a few things there. Side note, if any of you are parents, tell your kid you're proud of them right now. I don't care. Get off the stream. Go tell your kids you're proud of them so they don't turn into Perturabo. Or if you don't have kids yet, remember that. It's a life lesson. I'm giving it to you for free here. Tell your kids you're proud of them so they don't rebel against you and destroy everything you've built. I think it's solid advice. My opinion. Let's see. I will tell you what my second favorite Primarch is. My second favorite one, and it's mainly because at least the first, so full disclosure, the first Warhammer book that I read was one of his books. It was right after it came out. I just thought, oh, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll try this. This sounds interesting. It is The Lion. I really like his character, and especially the book that I read. It was last April. It's like The Son of the Forest. I think that's what it's called. But it's the first book where the lion is back after taking a 10,000-year nap. And I really like his personality when he's come back. He's a bit of a jerk before he takes his nap, which I'm kind of cranky before my naps too. But I just really like his character and how he's developed. So that's my second favorite one. And I relate to him a lot because of how his how he looks at things. I think his thought process is similar to mine, all in all. I like him. I'm still laughing about your original Perturabo. Yes. My one and my only. Oh, I gotta let that dry a little bit more, I guess. Or not. Or maybe I do. Let's see. So yeah, that was the first book I read, and I really liked it. And that's kind of what got me into this whole thing. I knew about Warhammer before the book. But definitely the way... it wasn't Jonathan Keeble who narrated that book. It was someone else. I don't remember. But I really liked the way it was produced. And I said, well, let's try some of these other books. Those will probably be enjoyable. And 20 plus books later, here I am, making my little Custodes. Is anyone else doing anything fun tonight while I sit here and paint? Any fun plans for the weekend, or just hanging out after a long day? Hope everyone had a good day. I know I had a pretty decent day. Yeah, this part will be a little interesting. There we go. bit. Check on this guy. I should probably just dust it with my big brush. Get all the extra flakes off that aren't glued down. Let's see, oh, I didn't brush off the head with this yet. Oh, I just spilled my glue, my little cup. That's okay. Yeah, once I glue this together, it doesn't look too bad. It's hard to tell with the camera because of the light shining on the metal, but that doesn't look shabby at all. I'll probably glue it on after I get the tail painted a little bit. The ponytail. The plume is the better way to put it. Plume and get everything else painted and all done up. I'll probably just sit on my desk looking nice and pretty. I have a base, so I'll decorate the base too. Probably do some sort of marbled base. But yeah, looking good. Not a bad first piece to start off with, in my opinion. Set you back here. Be a little headless. Time to do this leg. I'm honestly, I wonder if there's ever, I'm just thinking about it, I was wondering what everyone's favorite factions are in Warhammer, either to play or just because of their lore, or if they just think they're cool. And I wonder if there's ever been a poll or a study done seeing what the popularity of each faction is. Because I think that would be really interesting to figure out which one is most popular, because I don't think, I mean, the Ultramarines are on everything, but I don't think they're as popular as GW makes them out to be. Like, I think other factions are, people like other factions more. But I imagine most people, like, if you break it down and you just group all the Space Marine factions together, I imagine those are probably the most popular because people have a specific legion they like, and there's 20 legions. Well, technically 18. But there's just so many Space Marines. I feel like they take up everything. Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to break it down, if you're looking at it in terms of a balancing aspect. Yeah, because I know that it's always a cycle of, if your faction's doing really well, get ready, because the next update, you're going to get nerfed. So, I always feel bad for the people that are like, oh, now my faction's finally really good, and then they get nerfed. It's a vicious cycle from what I've gleaned from the internet. I don't know if that'll work. But I've never played the tabletop version, so I've never really had many conversations with any of with other players to see what their favorite factions are. Because I think, if I'm being honest, I'm purely Custodes and Space Marine kind of girl. I don't think I'd be interested in playing Xenos, and never, ever would I play Tau. Never would play them. But I think I'm just mainly Space Marines and Custodes, which I know Space Marines, I think from what I've heard, Space Marines are like the most common, one of the more common factions to play, and it's so basic. At least that's what I've heard. That's my interpretation. That Space Marines are just basic. It's the pumpkin spice of the Warhammer universe. Your pumpkin spice latte. But just because pumpkin spice lattes are basic doesn't mean they aren't good. I think I've had a pumpkin spice latte or two. Not too many, though. Same cannot be said for my love of Space Marines. Need more gold. No, not yet. No. I will say, one of my favorite things about streaming on Thursdays is that it's almost the weekend. It's almost, in a weird way, it feels like a Friday night for me. Because I stream. Because I'm just sitting here having fun. Not that I don't have fun other nights, but I definitely enjoy sitting here, so it almost feels like a Friday night for me. And then I have another Friday night. Sounds silly. But I like sitting here chatting with people. Let's see if this thing dried. Looks like it's drying or dried. Let's do it. Nice little makeup brush is really coming clutch here, making everything nice and smooth. I bought some brushes purely for this stream. Because I thought, oh, if I'll do this again, it'll be nice to have a nice brush. It feels really nice. Definitely won't be going on my face later. There we go. Well, that was perfect. Oh, that was like the perfect piece to lay down. Here we are. Get the other side. So I'll have to starting to put together the list of things I'm gonna do when I get off the stream. So I'm going to get Space Marine and I'm gonna play it because I think that will be fun. I have to go through some books that I want to read. Gotta get back in the Warhammer spirit. And what I should really do is I have to keep working on my playlists. I only have a couple that I think are developed enough. I have playlists that I put together, like Warhammer playlists. They're not like pop songs or anything. But I put together playlists based on like the different Primarchs and their legions because I thought that'd just be like a little fun exercise. So the one that I have the biggest playlist and I think the most thorough playlist is for Fulgrim. I read all of the books that were dedicated specifically to Fulgrim, and it made me so sad how far he fell. And like his fate, just heartbreaking how far he fell. and how his legion fell with him. Just devastating. And he's just a shell of his former self, and he's not even himself. So I really made a whole playlist with a bunch of different things, because I really enjoyed his books. Like, Fulgrim is post-heresy for sure, is horrible, disgusting, vile, and he's not the, let's be honest, he's not the greatest, even pre-heresy, but yikes, how far he falls. So far. It's sad. You feel like, in some ways, and I know not everyone will feel like this, you feel almost bad for him and the position he ended up getting himself in. It is kind of his hoss. So, yeah. It's so sad and disappointing. But it's okay, I'll survive. But he's definitely... I wouldn't say he's my least favorite Primarch. Oh no, I have a least favorite Primarch. If you want to hear it, it doesn't matter. Because I'll tell you anyway who my least favorite Primarch is. It is Lorgar. Lorgar doesn't get it. And I read some of the books where he was trying to figure out life. And I mean, I will say I would be devastated if my city, Monarchia, was destroyed. I'd be devastated. So I can't say I blame him for being upset about that. But he just jumps off the deep end. And my favorite part, I think it's not the first heretic. I'm not good at remembering the names of the books, but in that particular book, it's like no one would ever explain anything to him. So it was just, no one would explain anything to him. I felt so bad for him. I'm sorry, dude. Anytime he's like, why is this happening? Why are you doing this? And he starts to freak out and get angry with people, everyone just stands there. I kid you not, this happens, I think, at least 3 different times in the books. He just stands there and he's freaking out, and everyone's like, Lorgar. 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 They don't say anything. They don't say anything to him. They don't try to calm him down. They just say his name. And then when he's done with his little rant, they look at him. Like that. They just look at him. And no explanation. And they give, or if they do give an explanation, it's lame. And it's very basic. When a simple conversation might have saved this man from falling to chaos. I mean, so unfortunate, but he's also really annoying. He gives me, like, little brother vibes. Like, the little brother who's, like, obsessed with you and wants to be just like you in every single way. And not, like, how most little brothers could be in that scenario. But just, like, in the most unhealthy way possible. That's how I break it down. So, honestly, I can't stand him. Everyone, just, Lorgar. Lorgar. Oh my gosh, Lorgar, please shut up. Feel a little bit bad, but not too bad, because he made bad choices. But Erebus. Even Horus dealt and fell because of Erebus. So, I guess we can cut him slack, but that doesn't mean I have to like him. And I don't. almost done. At least I think I'll be done enough for the evening, because I only prepared 2 of these. Oh, I've got a little bit of a to get here. So thank you for those of you who've been hanging out and watching me gild these bad boys. They're definitely super shiny. I don't like how they look, but I will try painting in maybe some future streams. This was a nice break from my gaming scene. And especially for those of you who were there watching me die a lot at the end because of the lag. I blame Chaos for the lag. Clearly, it's not my fault. My machine spirit is just a tiny bit corrupted. Get a few more pieces cut because I don't need too many more at this point. My glue is going to dry soon. Oh. I'll have to redo this leg another time. It's good enough for a first attempt. Well, second attempt. Yeah, once I get this guy, these last couple pieces on here, then I think we'll call it, because I don't have anything left to do. Let's see if that foot... that foot is gonna... Oh, yay. Yeah, I'll do the other foot another time. One more piece back in there. Right here. Oh. I think I got everything else. I don't think I put any more bits of glue down. Oh, Well, I'm definitely happy with how at least this first one came out that I already finished. I still have to do some painting details. See, there's like a little rope right here. There's a little, I guess you could call it a loincloth. Kind of weird for armor. And then he has a little belt here, some tubes that I'll have to paint in. And I'll paint the sword. But I think overall, as a first attempt to gild every part of him, not a bad look. I think next time I'll try to paint it, but this is a good start. So I'm really happy with how these turned out, and thank you to everyone who decided to join me today on my stream. I wish I had more prepared to paint and gild, but I don't have much more. I guess if I only have this one little section left, so I guess once I finish that, it won't take me very long. Then I could say goodnight to everyone. Or good morning or good afternoon, wherever you happen to be. So I'll finish up this last one. This last little leg. Might as well complete it while I'm here. Grab my last 2 pieces. I think I've got 2 more pieces. This one. And I'll cut one more piece up. If I can grab it. I'm challenged. And I can't grab that. And I've got extra pieces just in case I need them. So I guess, well, we have like a couple more minutes. Anyone have anything Warhammer related or nerdy things they want to talk about? I'm a huge nerd. In case you couldn't tell, I'm painting minis. So if you have anything you want to talk about for these last couple minutes, I'm happy to just chat idly. Or if we keep chatting, maybe we'll just hang out for a little bit and we'll just talk a bit more. I'm a huge Warhammer nerd, so especially if you want to talk Warhammer. That should be dry pretty soon. We'll get this side at least. Maybe what I'll do for fun for the next stream is get one of the jet bikes, which will be really, really satisfying to watch me gild because they have really flat edges. Not a lot of these little grooves. They do have some grooves, of course, but a bigger canvas would be really nice for the Custodes jet bikes. Those would be really, really nice. I'll have to look into that. Maybe buy a set. Hopefully I don't ruin it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this coat is a lot better than the previous coat I put on, which is nice. Get a nice even feel. And let's get the top of his shoe. I think that's all I'll be able to get for this guy. So yeah, look at that. Very shiny in comparison to how we started, which is like the shine of this base is what the whole thing used to look like. So quite a difference, I'd say. Especially when you look at this guy's midsection to how shiny he is. So thank you all for joining tonight. It was really fun getting to talk to everyone while I got to do a much calmer stream today. So thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. And hopefully soon I will have an official stream schedule that I'll be posting. Don't have it yet. It's still kind of a work in progress. But thank you so much for joining tonight. I really appreciate it. And have a good night, everyone.